Everybody, and welcome to our Evie AI webinar. My name is Joe Applebaum. I'm so excited that you guys are here. Please take a moment to close your distractions, drink some water because a 5% drop in hydration is a 30% drop in energy, and engage with me in the chat. Tell me if this is your first webinar, write first. If you've done many, write many. Let me know in the chat, either first or many. It looks like we have people dialing in right now from Orlando, Ohio, Madrid, Spain, Chicago, Atlanta, Las Vegas, Florida. I love educating and training people on how to leverage LinkedIn. So if you stay till the top of the hour, we are having a special gift that we're going to give out for all those that stay till the top of the hour. So I'm curious to know, what is your goal when it comes to using LinkedIn? Are you using it for networking? Are you using it for prospecting, or are you using it for marketing? What is the goal for you when it comes to LinkedIn? Because depending on what your goal is and depending on what you want to achieve, there are different things that you need to be doing on LinkedIn. If you want to be marketing, then you want to use LinkedIn company pages to be marketing on LinkedIn. If you want to be networking, you want to use your standard LinkedIn account, maybe a premium account, to network and build relationships. And if you want to be prospecting, then you might want to be using Sales Navigator to help you prospect on LinkedIn. Depending on what you want to achieve, there are different ways to be able to achieve that. But the key is, to stand out, you have to take a personalized approach. Nobody wants someone to reach out to them in an unpersonalized way because they don't end up feeling good about it. People don't feel good when they feel like you're talking to everyone. If you send a message that's going to everyone and they feel like it wasn't intended for them, in one word, it's a 4-letter word. What is that word called? In the chat, tell me. What's that 4-letter word in the chat for when you message somebody or you email them or something like that and they know for a fact it wasn't intended for them? I'll give you an example. Somebody recently sent me a connection note and they said, "Hi, first name." And I laughed so hard. I was like, "Hi, first name? That's ridiculous." And people are writing in the chat. Steven wrote spam. Jane wrote spam. Tanha wrote spam. Yeah, it's totally spam. My account was recently banned on LinkedIn because, and I'll show you what happened. My account was banned. And it turns out that if you go too viral too quickly, LinkedIn puts a massive pause on your account. They just put a big pause on your account. And I noticed when I posted a post and I got 41 people to see the post. And I was like, oh, what happened to this post over here? And then people started asking me, "Joe, are you angry at me? Are you angry at me, Joe? Like, what's going on? Why are you so upset at me?" And I was like, "Why do you think I'm angry at you?" They're like, "Because I no longer see you on LinkedIn. So you obviously blocked me, Joe." I was like, "I didn't block you. What happened is I went to my profile. I looked at my statistics and I noticed that like 2 million people saw my post." And I was like, 2 million people saw my post? Oh my God, what's going on? One of my posts went absolutely viral. And so I was like, wow, that's insane. 2 million people saw my post. Let me look at the past 14 days because now in the past 7 days, nothing really happened. But in the past 14 days, you'll see that 2.1 million people saw this post over here, 5,000 people liked it, and 200 people commented on it. Now, let me ask you a question. Where do you think I got more business? By going viral or being strategic? Let me know in the chat, which one do you think produces more revenue for my business? I got my account restricted because I went viral, and LinkedIn thought that someone took over my account and started doing some crazy stuff. And so they said, there's some suspicious activity on your account. Something doesn't make sense. You got 5,000 likes on a post. That makes no sense. That's not even what you do. You don't try to win and get as much as possible, get as much views as possible, because that's just going to clutter up what you're trying to accomplish. If you want to be successful and you want to send things that are personalized, you can't send it to the masses. That's a really big problem that people try to say, "I'm going to send things to the masses." It doesn't work. Sending things, spraying and praying doesn't work. You have to take a targeted laser approach, specifically if you're in high value products and services, like business to business. If you're in business to business and you're high value, you have to take a high value approach. For example, If you're selling a product that's $100,000 or $200,000, or you're trying to get a job that's $100,000 or $200,000, you have to take a strategic approach. That means when you're sending messages, they have to be extremely personalized. Today, I did a seminar for 50 people, and during that seminar, I send out a connection note. One of the things that I love about sending out connection notes to people, and you can see the people that viewed my profile. So if I go to my profile and I click on profile viewers, you'll notice that I had a jump in profile viewers, and then all of a sudden I had a decrease in it because my account was restricted, so I couldn't see. But I see when someone looks at my profile, I can tell who they are. For example, this guy Thomas Casey or Clemens, but Thomas Casey and I had a conversation today. He sent me a connection request. He didn't customize it. He just sent me a random connection request. I'm going to hit accept because I know who he is, because I literally just met him face to face. Now I'm going to click on message, just like this, and then I'm going to click on Evie AI, and I'm going to have AI customize this for me and say, Thomas, it was really great to meet you at the seminar this morning. Looking forward to getting to know you. And then I press insert, and then I press send, and now I sent him a message that took me just 2 seconds to customize and personalize for this particular person. On the last webinar that I did last week, I actually showed you guys how I personalized a message on Sales Navigator, got a guy on the phone, and then the guy decided during the webinar that he wants to do business with me. Did you guys see that webinar? Were you guys here for that? That was crazy. And if you want to watch the replay of that, I can send you the replay. Just say, send me the replay in the chat, and I'll send you the replay. But it was crazy that I was able to use Evie AI to send the guy one InMail because it was personalized. Craig says, yes, outstanding. Because it was personalized, he ended up being able to respond to me right away. And then I asked him for a cell phone number. We had a conversation, and boom. Bobby said, send me the replay. Jeff said, send me the replay. Bob Anderson said, send me the replay. So the replay is currently available at http://www.evieai.com/webinar-replay. Okay, so you can go there later and you can watch the replay. We're going to replace that replay with this replay. So that replay will no longer be available later today. So if you want to watch it, I suggest that you watch it today. Click on that link and you can grab it, webinar-replay. So and if you're in our community, we do give all our replays for everything in our community to people, so make sure that you join our community. Here's what I want to tell you. If you don't have the right plan for LinkedIn, if you don't have the right business plan, marketing plan, and LinkedIn plan, you can do all the tactics in the world. You're not going to get to your goal. Because with LinkedIn, you need to specifically have a targeted approach for it to work. And there's a lot of tactics that you can employ. For example, you can leave comments on people, and you can use a comment generator to leave comments on people's posts. You can use a post writer to write your posts for you. You can use a recommendation creator, a profile optimizer, a messaging helper, a connection customizer. But using all these tactics and taking all these approaches are great, but they're not that great if you're missing a strategy, if you're not taking a strategic approach, if you're not targeting to the right people with the right message. So how do you take a strategic approach when it comes to using LinkedIn? Because you cannot create the right messaging to people if you don't have a specific target market. You can't just create a specific target market out of the blue air without knowing exactly who you're trying to. You can't create the messaging out of blue air if you're not knowing who you're talking to, because depending on who you're talking to, you're going to be talking a different language. If you're targeting people in China, you're going to be talking Chinese. If you're talking to sales directors, you're going to be talking about the things that sales directors care about. So in the chat, tell me, who is your target market? Jim Baker says, is it in Sales Nav that Evie AI can show who's online at the moment and who posted recently? So one of the things that we give our Evie AI Pro users is access to be able to join us on a regular basis. I'm going to go to our community now. So you go to evieai.com, you click on login, and once you log in, on the left side, you click on community, and then you can discover our community. And inside our community, we have a classroom where you can learn things, and you have a calendar. And in our calendar, we have tomorrow at 10 a.m., we have the Evergreen Networking System. For 2 hours, we talk about LinkedIn strategy. And we teach a lot of strategies. So for example, one of the strategies that we teach is to go into My Network, click on Connections, And then when you click on connections, you scroll down and you can see all the people that have green dots. Can you see that Chuck has a green dot and Tammy has a green dot? Do you see that? If somebody has a green dot, that means that they're currently using LinkedIn. So if Andrew is currently using LinkedIn, I have a reason to reach out to him because he's currently online and I want to build a relationship with him. So I'm going to say, what are you doing? That's what LinkedIn suggested me to say. That's annoying in my opinion. It's annoying just to say, what are you doing to somebody, right? It's not like, why is LinkedIn suggesting, what are you doing? Where are you? All that stuff makes no sense. But I have a relationship with Andrew, so I can just say, what are you doing? He's already a client of mine. I can say anything I want to him. He loves me already. We did a session for him. He's a sales trainer. He's one of my ideal people. He works for a company called Sales Acceleration as an outsourced CRO, and he is my best referral partner. I actually have something called a business networking one sheet. It's something that we help our clients create very quickly. And as you can see, this is my one sheet over here. My goal was to get 100 likes and 100 comments on this one sheet. And as you can see in the one sheet, I specifically write that I want to meet sales trainers, coaches, sales managers that work with sales teams. Do you know who you want to work with? Do you know who your target market is? Create your business networking one sheet. And in our program, we create a business networking one sheet in about 3 seconds. It doesn't take much time for us to create it. And I'm going to show you how I create one for Wallace very quickly, because I told Wallace he needs a business networking one sheet. And I said, you know what? Let me just quickly create a business networking one sheet. But that's just one tiny component. I highly recommend that you guys get really clear of who your target market is and then figure out the messaging. And that's what the 2-hour session tomorrow at 10 a.m. is going to be about, making sure that everyone has all the frameworks, checklists, scripts, cheat sheets, and everything they need in order for them to be able to be more successful on LinkedIn. So if you're coming tomorrow, if you have Evie AI Pro and you got the bundle, say, I'm coming tomorrow. And if not, just say, I'd like to come. I'm curious to know who's coming and who would like to come. Let me know in the chat. I'm going to go share my screen again. I'm going to show you the strategy here. So this right here is an amazing strategy that helps you be able to get your one sheet done. And in our community, if you join our free community here, school.com/EvieAI, you can just search one sheet. And then you can see all the people's one sheets in our community. So Kendall, for example, she made her one sheet in about 5 minutes. She used our template. You see that? It looks similar to mine, but it has all her information here. And her goal is to get 100 likes and 100 comments on the one sheet. So I taught everyone, get 100 likes and 100 comments. She's up to 2117. And then pin it as your most popular post of the year. So I also have a template that I use. So inside Evie AI, I recommend everyone has templates. So you can see I have tons of templates here. One of my templates is my business networking one sheet. So you see, hope your year has begun in a very positive note. I launched my business networking one sheet. I just press copy. It copies it to my clipboard. And now what I can do is I can paste my business networking one sheet anywhere. You see that? I just shared it with you guys in the chat. So go ahead and take a moment and like and comment on that one sheet. If you already did it, say done, because many of you already did it. And if you'd like to come to the event tomorrow, I suggest that you buy our bundle that we have. Instead of paying $10,000 for our training, you'll get $10,000 worth of training for the entire year with the bundle that we have. So it's evieai.com, app.evieai.com/bundle. I'm going to click on that right there. Thanks, Jen, for posting the link. Appreciate that. So if you want the bundle, grab the bundle. I'll talk more about the bundle later, but just so you guys have the bundle link so you don't lose it, because we are offering tons of training. You can pay the $10,000 and join the program for the year, or you can pay less than $1,000, a couple $100 a year, grab the bundle, which will give you access to all of our trainings, our course, our frameworks, our checklists, our cheat sheets, our scripts, and everything. But you guys need a list of templates that you can use, and once you have a list of templates, anything that you do on LinkedIn, then you can start going ahead to, for example, you can have your Evie AI built right into LinkedIn. So for example, if I click on Evie AI, there's like a little template box, and I can drop my template. For example, if I want to invite people to our Influencer Summit, join me and 1,000 other attendees at the LinkedIn Influencer Summit 2025. We have a great lineup of people. You see that? So I can just press insert and I can comment on my own post with the LinkedIn Influencer Summit. You see the way I did that? That came from a template. I didn't have to rely on AI to give me that. So you all have things that you want to promote, whether it's on Zoom or anywhere else. You see that? Whether it's on Zoom or anywhere else, you can attend things. And if you come with me on February 19th from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you'll meet 8 of my influencers. So every year, I pick 8 of the top LinkedIn influencers that have all the keys to the castle for that year, and I have them share with us all their tips for 3 hours. Wouldn't that be useful to attend an event like that for free, no charge? And wouldn't it be useful for you to notify your network to attend that event as well? We have 1,000 people coming to that. So you're welcome to join as well, and you can invite your people. The date is February 19th from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern. I do it every year, and I put my notes up as a LinkedIn article as well, so you can search up my notes from last year. But all Evie AI Pro members that are on this webinar right now that join the bundle are going to get the replay. We charge $300 for the replay. You can come live for free. We charge $300 for the replay, but if anybody is on this webinar now and signs up to the bundle, and anyone that already signed up to the bundle will get the replay at no charge on me. Okay, isn't that cool? Write cool in the chat if that's cool for all those pro members that are getting an additional bonus right now, even though you already paid for it. I could have charged you a few $100 extra, but I'm going to throw it in as a bonus because I'm going to be throwing in many bonuses for you guys. I love throwing bonuses in. All right, so here you go. I'm going to share with you guys a couple more tips because I really want you to learn how to personalize people's information. So check this out. I'm going to look up Wallace. Now, where is Wallace? Wallace is on this webinar, but Wallace is looking for an opportunity. He's a VP of sales. He's amazing. We met when I did work for MakerBot. I don't know if you guys remember this, but I wrote a book called High Energy Networking. High Energy Networking. Let me just Google that. HighEnergyNetworking.com. I wrote this book. Before AI was a thing, I wrote this book. And if you guys read the book and you loved it, let me know in the chat that you read it, or if you need to read it, say I need to read it in the chat. I'm curious to know if you read it or you need to read it. The link for the Influencer Summit is influencersummit2025.com, Jane. It's on top over there. You'll see it. I posted it as a comment. But anyway, I wrote this book, and I said that I had a breakfast with the president of a company, actually the president of an organization called the Entrepreneurs Organization. Have you heard of EO? No? Yes? Maybe so? So EO is an organization where they have 14,000 CEOs that all generate $1 million in revenue, and I was a member of the organization. I met with the president, and I said, hey, what can I add value to your life? And we were talking, and it turns out he wanted to have breakfast. He lived in Brooklyn. I lived in Brooklyn. So we met for breakfast at a cafe near my office. And I said, what can I do for you? He said he wants to work with hospitals. So I said, I have a list of the 500 top hospitals in New Jersey with all the decision makers and all their email addresses. And he's like, holy shit, that would be gold for me. I said, no problem. When I got to my office, I sent it to him. But during breakfast, he said, what can I do for you? I said, I'm looking to meet directors of sales at companies that do a few $100 million a year. And he said, okay, I'll think about it. 2 weeks later, he introduced me to the director of sales at MakerBot, where Wallace was working. And that ended up being an account that spent $2 million with my agency. Now think about that. That came from a relationship, a conversation. Because I did something for him, I added value to him, and I told him what I was looking for. He connected me with someone that now I get to be friends with Wallace and have a relationship with Wallace because of that. So think about what you can do for other people and have ready what they can do for you. But if you do enough, Zig Ziglar said the famous thing. He said, you can get anything you want in life if you help enough people get what they want. Think about that. My goal is to help 1,000 people generate $100,000 in profit in their business. Now, do you think I'll be able to generate $1 million in profit in my business if I help 1,000 people generate $100,000 in profit in their business? For sure, right? That's what ends up happening. The more people that you help, the more you can accomplish what you want to accomplish. I'm looking to meet sales leaders. So I want to help Wallace meet sales leaders too, because if he's looking for a position, I'm going to teach him how to network and build relationships. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to his profile, and I'm going to save his profile into Evie AI. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click the drop down, and I'm going to click add to list, and I'm going to add him to a conversation because I called him from the car today. We had an amazing conversation. And then I'm going to click on contact info just to kind of see, and I see he doesn't have any of his contact info in there. By the way, Wallace, I do recommend putting your contact info in contact info. So that would be the first thing that I tell you, because if somebody wants to reach out to you, just make it really easy for people to reach out to you. So that would be number one. The second thing I would do is I would put in my email address right here in my About section in case somebody wants to introduce you to somebody. But you already sent me the email via text, so I'm going to click on the More button here, and I'm going to hit Save the PDF. And what it's going to do is it's going to download his PDF. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into ChatGPT, and we built, and this is something we give to our pro users, we built something called a custom GPT. Have you guys heard of that? A custom GPT? And so you can build custom GPTs within ChatGPT, and we have a custom GPT that we share with our pro users, where you can just literally drop your profile in there from LinkedIn and just say the following: create a business networking one sheet. And then what it will do is, because I offered Wallace that I would build him a business networking one sheet, what it will do is it will build a one sheet based on very specific programming that I gave this specific GPT. Do you see how quickly it's building a one sheet for Wallace? And then through our Evergreen networking system, we give you the template in Canva that you just literally copy and paste all the information in here from the template into the design, and then you put the PDF onto LinkedIn, and boom, there you go. Now, do you see the way it's doing current projects or whatever? He's going to have to kind of change that a little bit. Who he wants to meet, you see that? He might want to change that a little bit. Who he wants to meet, how to introduce him. He may want to optimize this, but this is pulling it directly from his LinkedIn. Did you guys see how quickly that was? How it built his whole business networking one sheet quickly, but it's basing it off his LinkedIn. So if you come tomorrow, I'll do it for a couple of you, but we do have an 1.5 hour training that we give to all the people that buy the bundle. So if you decide to get the bundle, you also get an 1.5 hour training on how to build your own one sheet in 5 minutes, which is a lifesaver. So highly recommend that you guys grab that bundle if you're interested in seriously taking your LinkedIn to the next level and generating $100,000 in profit this year. Now, in our community, we have all the different people's one sheets here, so you can see different people design their one sheets in a very different way. So, for example, Diane Forrester, she designed hers in a very different way than Philip designed his, but we have a standard design that we give people access to. So if you want to see Diane's, I'm just going to pull up Diane's profile here real quick. Diane Forrester. I'm going to pull up her profile. We'll get back to Wallace in a second. I want to show you Diane's profile. You see Diane has 13,000 followers here. We gave her a dashboard with all of her connections. And do you see that she has her business networking one sheet here? I'm going to go ahead and like her one sheet. And you see the way she designed it differently, but all the content is the same. Who she wants to meet, how to introduce her, her skills and experiences. You see that? The best ways to contact. She put all her logos here. So she took a different approach of how she went ahead and did that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and leave her a comment. Instead of me having to write the whole thing, I had AI say, Diane, this sounds fantastic. I'm curious what inspired you to create the one sheet. I'm just going to delete, I'm curious what inspired you to create the one sheet. I love the idea of focusing on authentic relations. Looking forward to getting to know you. Thanks for letting me roast your profile. I'm going to press submit, and now I just sent her a nice little comment over here. But you see, I customized it. It took me a few seconds to customize it. Let's get back to Wallace real quick over here, because I want to show you something else that I like to do with people in terms of personalization. So if I want to build a relationship with someone, let me go back to Wallace over here. I'm going to click here, see if it loads Wallace's profile. If it doesn't, I just quickly go to my homepage of LinkedIn, and then I click on who viewed my profile. And obviously Wallace viewed my profile just before, so it's really easy. I click on who viewed my profile, Wallace, and now I go to Evie AI. I click the drop down, and then I click on search profile on Facebook, and I press search. And now it finds me Wallace on Facebook, just like that. You see that? And I see that we're not friends yet on Facebook, but I'm friends with him. I like him. So I'm going to click on add friend. You see that? And now I just sent him a friend, but I found him through LinkedIn. You see that? So it's important for you guys to also expand your network, not just to LinkedIn, but also from LinkedIn to other platforms. If you're actually friends with somebody and you know them, connect with them in other platforms, because one day you might not have access to your LinkedIn account and you would have already wanted to build your network with the people you actually have a relationship with in other platforms. So the platforms that I like are LinkedIn, Facebook, WhatsApp, in that order: LinkedIn, Facebook, WhatsApp. And then I also like Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitter. Those are the platforms that I like. And you can easily find anyone on LinkedIn by just clicking on the Evie AI thing, and we make it really easy. For Evie AI Pro users, we even have a special panel on the side. So I'm going to click on Wallace's profile, and we have a little panel that kind of makes it really, really easy as well to be able to use Evie AI on any website, and it kind of stays open on the right side to make things a lot easier for you to be able to accomplish what you need to accomplish. You see it's still open on the right. So if I click, for example, on Wallace and I click on the profile section, it's going to pull up his profile, and I can click on Facebook, Instagram. I can do a Google search. I can click on networking and click summary and summarize his profile, which will automatically pull all his information, his phone number, his email address that he just literally added now because it wasn't there a few minutes ago. And I love that he's an action taker. Guys, let's give him a round of applause or give him a boom in the chat for being an action taker. I love that. I tell him one thing and boom, boom, boom. He just takes action just like that. Wow. I love that about him. And if you guys know of opportunities for him, definitely hit up Wallace because he is looking for an opportunity. He's going to be coming with me to the Executives Association of New York City on Thursday. We're going to have a great time. I'm going to introduce him to a bunch of CEOs and help him be able to build those relationships. So let me ask you guys a question. What is your goal with LinkedIn? What would you like to do? For me, my goal is to get on 5 conversations every day. That's 20 a week, 80 a month, 1,000 a year. And I teach all of my students. I say, if you want clients, you need to have conversations. Not just going viral, not just posting. None of that stuff is going to help you if you don't have conversations at the end of the day. That's the idea. So I did a seminar. I'm going to show you guys. I did a seminar, and I'm going to go to Instagram now just to kind of show you. Instagram.com/Joe Apfelbaum. I'm going to click here. And I'm going to open up my mute thing here so that you can hear my thing. So I did a seminar here for engagement. This. See this? I had the artificial intelligence called. Do you see how quickly it built that out for me with music? So it goes so fast to be able to build. And this was this morning, and I wouldn't have time to do this if AI didn't build this out for me. So I can take that and I can easily put that on LinkedIn in just a few seconds from my mobile phone. I can literally take my mobile phone, upload the video to LinkedIn, have Evie AI write me a post, and I'll show you how I do that in just a second. But it's just mind-blowing how quickly you can make a video, have AI edit it. I used CapCut. I pressed edit and I pressed auto cut, and I selected the 4 videos that I had, and I said auto cut it, and I just made it into a video with music. Isn't that cool? Isn't that fantastic? So you guys can do that in just seconds instead of waiting for like forever to be able to get your videos up and running. You can have AI just build it out for you, and just like that, just connect with you, build a relationship, and make it happen. So I'm curious to know, guys, what is your goal with LinkedIn? Gary said, the goal is to build relationships with potential clients and candidates, 5 conversations a day, 10 engagements per day. So what is your method of getting conversations? It has to do with personalization. If someone knows that you're only talking to them, you're much more likely to get a response, right? Do you ever message somebody on LinkedIn, you don't get a response? It's because they think you're spamming everybody. They think you're sending the same message to everybody. So how do you customize your response in a way where the person feels so good because you're only talking to them? So if I just talk to Dr. Leah and nobody else, Dr. Leah feels special. That's the idea. I'm only talking to, see, she's feeling special. I'm only talking to that. If I talk to Gary Perman, only Gary Perman, he loves it. I'm just talking to him. If I talk to Francois, only Francois, he loves it. I'm only talking to him. But on LinkedIn, we're often talking to everybody and trying to get as many people as possible because we're afraid that we're not going to connect to people. When I do a seminar, the way that I'm extremely engaging is I talk to one person at a time. I'm talking to one person. I have a conversation and everybody watches the conversation. And that for people is the most fascinating thing. I always thought that you would have to talk to everybody all the time because you don't want to make anybody feel left out. As a matter of fact, just the opposite. People like being voyeurs. They like being lurkers. They like watching as you're talking to other people. And when you give people that break and you allow them to just kind of chill, and you're not desperately trying to be everything to everybody, you're much more likely to be successful at actually connecting with people and engaging that audience, because people want to see that you're real. They want to see that you're authentic. That's a real important part. So the question is, on a scale of 1 to 10, how authentic are you on LinkedIn? Let me know in the chat. On a scale of 1 to 10, how authentic are you being on LinkedIn? Somebody recently said, he said, Joe, I feel like when I read your posts, like you're talking to a friend, like you're literally talking to me. Even though artificial intelligence is often writing many of my posts, people still feel like I'm their friend. So if you're not authentic enough, I would suggest that you start being more authentic by sharing more of yourself on social media. It's extremely, extremely powerful to be able to connect with your audience and share more of yourself on social media. And the way that you do that is by personalizing your message. And I'm going to show you how to come up with a way right now to post very quickly in a way that's extremely authentic. So let me share my screen and share with you a way that I quickly am able to do this. But before I do that, I just want to personalize a message to Wallace. And because he hasn't received a recommendation since 2020, I think that me giving him a recommendation on LinkedIn could be really helpful for him, especially as he's looking for a position or an opportunity. So I'm going to click Recommend Wallace, and I'm going to say the following. I'm going to say our relationship. I'm going to say Wallace was a client of mine. Wallace was a client of mine. I'm going to say Evie AI. I'm going to say when he was the president of whatever. And then I'm going to click in here and I'm going to add my recommendation. And my recommendation, let me see if he has the MakerBot here. He has the MakerBot here. So I can add the MakerBot here because he was a client of mine at MakerBot, right? I serviced this company. Now I'm going to click on this. And now I'm going to say something. I'm going to say, Wallace is extremely trustworthy and a great sales rep and sales manager that can really help companies grow. I highly recommend hiring Wallace if you want him to do enterprise sales, B2B sales, or manufacturing sales, because he's truly the expert and not just closing clients and getting more revenue in, but also making your company look good. Have one conversation with him and you'll realize that he's one of the top salespeople in the United States. Highly recommend hiring him and promoting him up the ranks of your company. So you see what I said there? Now I'm not going to just post this. What I'm going to have is Evie AI turn this into something even more magical. Why? Because I want Evie AI to say it in the words that are much more professional. So I'm going to say I had the pleasure of working with Wallace when he was a director of global enterprise at MakerBot. His expertise in B2B and manufacturing are truly impressive. Wallace has a knack for not just closing deals, but also enhancing a company's reputation. His strategic approach in sales and business development is something I admire and have learned from him. If you're looking for someone who can drive revenue and elevate your business, Wallace is the person to connect with. His ability to lead and inspire your sales team is unmatched. I highly recommend having a conversation with him. You'll quickly see that he's one of the top salespeople in the United States. Now I'm going to press Insert. Now I'm going to press Send. Now all Wallace has to do is approve this message on his profile, and he will have a front and center beautiful recommendation from Joe Apfelbaum, CEO of Evie AI, CEO of Ajax Union, one of the fastest growing companies in America. But did it take me a long time to do that? Or was that something that I was able to do in the snippety snip, quick? What do you think will happen when Wallace starts sharing this recommendation with people in his network? What will happen is that more people in his network will notice that I exist. They'll also notice that he exists, but you are doing not just the person a favor when you leave a recommendation, but you're doing yourself a favor. So go ahead and do yourself a favor and leave me a recommendation for being your trainer, for being your guru, for being your coach, for being the person who loves adding value to your life. And you can say it with your voice and have Evie AI type it up, but go ahead and leave me a recommendation just to learn how to do it. I might not accept it if it's a crappy recommendation. You don't have to accept every recommendation. Somebody once left me a recommendation and say he's adequate. I don't know that I would use him, but he's adequate. I'm not posting that on my profile. Why would somebody say that about me? And we're connected on LinkedIn? Disconnect. I need more room with people that are positive, that are loving, that are caring, that want to uplift. They realize that the rising tide rises all the ships, especially the friendships, the relationships, the partnerships, rises all the ships. And so make sure that you're nice to people and you do nice things. Leaving a recommendation that's personalized for somebody can raise your relationship status with the person significantly, and you get real estate on their profile. That's powerful. So the art of personalizing is not just about trying to get from the person, but sometimes giving that recommendation can really transform that relationship. I want you to think about that for just a moment and ask yourself, how many recommendations have you left for other people? And I can see that, so don't lie. In the past month, in the past 6 months, write in the comments, write 0 in the comments if you left 0. If you left 2 or 3, write 2 or 3. If you're not sure, write not sure. But I can see it. Everyone can see how many recommendations you left. And if you're not leaving at least one every month, what are you doing? Why are you not leaving them? Maybe because you didn't know how easy it was. Use Evie AI for free. You can use the free version. I recommend using the pro version because we have many more features. Let's see what it said about Wallace. I had to do a review on Wallace's profile. And it says Wallace's title, his email address, his cell phone number. It says his career highlights. It shows me his key achievements. It shows me his core competencies, his business intelligence. It shows me his growth areas, connection building. It shows me the conversation starters that are both personal and the conversation starters that are professional. It gives me an introduction template of how I can introduce myself to Wallace in just seconds. It gives me some meeting prep bullet points, and it gives me some background information. Let me ask you a question. If you had a sales team and they had access to such a tool, wouldn't it increase their sales by maybe 10%, by 11%? Why doesn't every sales team in the United States have this tool? Because they don't know about it yet. They just don't. And eventually, every salesperson in the United States needs an assistant. And this can be the perfect assistant. And we have an affiliate program that pays you 20% on a recurring basis. So join our affiliate program. Go to eviai.com, click on affiliate, sign up, and invite a sales director to show them what Evie AI can do for them, and then tell them to sign up by themselves and tell them to sign up their whole sales team, and you'll earn commission from that. It just makes it's like a no-brainer. Everyone needs this. All you have to do is educate yourself on how it works. And right now with the bundle, they get a year's worth of training as well with me, 2 hours every single month, starting tomorrow at 10 a.m. So instead of paying $10,000 for the training, sign up for a few $100s to Evie AI Pro, and you get access unlimited to everything we have to offer, including our community. We have an incredible community. We charge $1,000 a month for our thought leader community. You could join it included in the bundle. We don't write that publicly, but I'm telling you right now that I'll give you access to that because I love throwing bonuses. So if you love bonuses, write I love bonuses in the chat. Who doesn't love a nice big bonus? I love the way that sounds. I don't know. Some of you are allergic to bonuses, but you know what? If you like a big bonus, say I like a big bonus. Anyway, moving on. So I showed you what I did for Wallace here. Let me show you something else. This guy named Butch, I call him Butch, but his name is Baruch. I noticed that his profile showed up over here. And then I noticed he's right over here. He showed up here. I was like, oh my God, he does corporate accounting and he's a CPA candidate. I'm going to click on his profile and I'll be like, damn, son, I haven't talked to Butch. Me and him went to go visit somebody else in prison. I know it's a weird story, but one of my friends that was in Montreal decided to come to the United States, and someone offered him $10,000 to take a package from New York to Holland. And he's like, oh my God, I'd love that. So he took the $10,000, took a package to Holland. And in Holland, somebody's like, oh, you want $20,000? Take these 2 suitcases to New York, but don't ask me what's in them. He's like, okay, I'm 18 years old. What could possibly be in here? So he takes it to New York and ends up, he goes to prison because what was in that box was not legal in the U.S. Okay? So he's in prison in Pennsylvania. And this guy Butch calls me up and he's like, listen, we got to go visit our friend. He's in prison. He didn't even know what was in the box. And he's 18. He didn't know better. And now he's in prison. And they're going to keep him in there for a couple of weeks and they're going to ship him back to Canada. Anyway, we get into a car with 4 other friends and we drive to Pittsburgh or to wherever, Yukon, Ohio or whatever. And we go in there and we visit him in prison. And we had a whole nice conversation along the way. And we ended up building this really, really cool relationship, me and Butch. Anyway, Butch just looked at my profile. I haven't spoken to him in probably 20 years, okay? I haven't spoken to the guy in 20 years, and he looked at my profile. What do you think I'm going to do? What do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to ignore that? No, I'm not going to ignore it. I'm going to send him a personalized message. This is one of the things that we teach our students exactly how to do. So I'm going to show you how I do this. Very, very simple. You go to his profile. You take a look at what he's up to. Just like this. I see what he's up to. I see he posted last time a month ago, the last time 9 months ago. So I'm going to go in here. I see he's a tax accountant for Prime Group USA, which is perfect for me. And LinkedIn helped him get this job, so he values LinkedIn. So I'm going to click on this and I'm going to personalize it. What am I going to say? I'm going to click on this little message here, and I see the last time I messaged him was 2014 or whatever, and he hasn't answered. So I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to click here. I'm going to say, Butch, it's been so long since we visited Yermi in prison. I would love to connect with you and learn more about what you're doing for the accounting company. And by the way, I love that LinkedIn helped you be able to find your job. Open to a quick conversation? Okay, I'm going to put a question mark here. I'm going to put this here, Yermi, just like that. And I'm going to press insert, and I'm going to press send. Now, was this intended just for him, or was this spam? Let me ask you a question. Was it intended, or was it spam? Looks like we have some people in the waiting room, Jen. It was intended for him. Is it likely that he's going to respond to me? Was it hard for me to do? It wasn't hard. It was easy. It was easy for me to respond, to write the message, because I know the guy, right? Now, I don't know about you. I haven't talked to the guy since 2014. I can't talk to all my 30,000 people. I have a strategy now for talking to all my 30 people. And I'll show you the strategy real quick. But we're running out of time. I'm curious to know, if you want the bundle, say I want the bundle. If you got the bundle, say I got the bundle in the chat. I'm curious to know who wants the bundle, who got the bundle. Jane, and I believe that a bundle is short for abundance. So if you want abundance, say I want the bundle. Jeff said I want the bundle. Bob said I want the bundle. Jane says you didn't generate with AI after you verbalize it. I didn't need to, because the AI wrote exactly what I said, and I just wanted to share what I said. But if I wasn't sure about what I said and I was questioning it, I would generate with AI and it would rewrite what I said to make it better, Jane. But you don't know, you always need to rewrite it. You can have the AI just type up what you say. That saves time too, right? Because it takes me much longer. I type at about 60 words per minute on a good day, maybe 70 words per minute. But I speak at a Brooklyn 200 words per minute. I'm slowing down right now, but I use the Brooklyn. I speak very quick. Some of you are like, Joe, you talk too quick. I don't even know what to do. I can't even hear what you're saying, right? But AI understands exactly what I say. I can talk as fast as I want, and it just picks it up and it types everything up. So I can talk at high speed, and AI will type up every single word for me. That's why I added a microphone all over. So if I want to write a post, say I want to write a post, I'm going to show you how quickly I write a post. Instead of using my voice to write a post. And by the way, if I want to call Butch, I just click on contact info. Is his cell phone number here? Yay or nay? How quickly is it? I don't even have him in my contacts anymore because I haven't spoken to him in a million years. But now I can pick up the phone and call him. And I would call him right now and show you how he would pick up the phone and we'd have a conversation, but that would probably waste 20 minutes. And I don't want to waste time, okay? But I'm going to call him later. I'm going to build a relationship and call him. As a matter of fact, I can add him right now. I have several other tools that allow me to be able to add him into my CRM in just a click of a button. So I just went like that. I will hit send to CRM, and it'll just send it right into my CRM. This is a beta version of something I'm creating to add into Evie AI. But do you see it added his cell phone into my CRM? And if I want to then summarize this, I click summarize, and it's going to summarize it with a different type of summary. So I'm building different types of summaries, but you'll see the summary that I have of him that's going to appear in this little box here. And this is all available to Evie AI Pro users, by the way. So if you get the bundle, you can have all this. But this has a backend on make.com because I had to build this manually because my developers are not moving fast enough. So you see over here, it says name, location, email, about them, about their company, who their ideal client is, fun facts about them, where they went to school, what skills they likely have, how to introduce them to their clients, something about them that's personal, other details about them, 5 questions to ask them in a networking call, and on and on and on and on and on and on and on. So once I have all the information organized, I can then do some pretty fancy things with it. So he's in my CRM already. I have his contacts. It's all saved. Boom, done. Just like that. Click of a button. But what I want to show you guys, I don't even remember what I wanted to show you a second ago. Do you guys remember what I wanted to show you? Anyone remember? As soon as possible, because I kind of lost. Okay, I want the bundle and I want abundance. I want the bundle. I'm looking for help with Sales Nav. By the way, Jeff, we do have a 6-hour class on how to use Sales Nav, Jeff. A 6-hour dedicated class called the Sales Nav Bootcamp. Jeff, I don't know if you ever heard of it. So if you go to salesnavbootcamp.com, you can access the Sales Nav Bootcamp. How fast can I write a message? Okay, good. Thank you so much, Charles. That was really helpful. So I wanted to show you guys how quickly I can write something. So I'm going to go to Evie AI. I'm going to press login. Once I log in, on the left side, I'm going to click on Post Writer. And I'm going to click on the microphone to help me out. And I'm going to say, I just attended an amazing event at the Somerset Business, what was it? The Somerset County Business Business Partnership. That's what it was. The Somerset County Business Partnership. Okay, so I'm going to stop recording my recording. I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to stop the recording. I'm going to refresh the page because it's not letting me stop the recording. I'm going to click on this, the Somerset County Business Partnership. I just presented an amazing AI and LinkedIn training for all the amazing CEOs of the Somerset County Partnership, and I had such a great time showing them the step-by-step process to use artificial intelligence in LinkedIn. If you're looking for someone to teach your audience how to use LinkedIn and how to use artificial intelligence to grow their business, let's have a conversation about that. But here are 3 tips to include AI and LinkedIn to grow your business. Use AI to post, use AI to engage, and use AI to message. And of course, if you want to grow your business, start using Evie AI. Okay, so now I'm going to I just turned this into the mobile version. By the way, the mobile version does work. So if you go to Evie AI on mobile, this is what it would look like. You'd be able to choose your persona. In this case, Joe Apfelbaum, apply. You'd be able to use your tone. In this case, educational, apply. And then you would be able to put in your goal, which is a personal story, hit apply. And then you'll be able to hit generate, and it'll generate it. This is what it looks like on a mobile phone. You see that? So on your mobile phone, you can go to evieai.com, log in. And sometimes I do this when I'm, let's say, for example, waiting by a light. I literally just see this. This is perfect. Have you ever wondered how I can transform it? Imagine having a tool that can not only I recently had the privilege of sharing insights for CEOs for the Somerset County Partnership on this very topic. It was enlightening, blah, blah, blah. Posting, engaging, messaging. As a CEO and entrepreneur, I've seen firsthand how integrating AI into blah, blah, blah. I'm going to press copy. I'm going to go to LinkedIn. I'm going to click start a post. I'm going to paste this right in here. And I'm going to say, wow, that was an amazing presentation. I shared how to use AI with LinkedIn. And then I'm going to say, imagine you can use a tool as someone who has spent years in the marketing trenches, and I recently had the privilege of blah, blah, blah. It was an enlightening experience. I want to share some insights with you. Now I'm going to click on the image button. I'm going to select 2 images. You see these 2 images? This one was a selfie I did with them, and this one was with Raj. I'm going to put that one first. I'm going to press next. You see that I was able to connect 2 images together, and I press post. How long did it take me to do that? Did it take me an hour to do it? Did it take me a week? Did it take me a month to do it? I didn't have to overthink it. I made a tweak. I made a change to it, right? I spoke to it about the idea. I messed up. I refreshed. I started again. I hit generate. It generated something that was 80% there. I changed it, added a different hook, messed around with it a little bit, added some images that I took at the event, and there you go. Done. It was literally done like that. Now I have a post that 1,000 people will see. Wow. Wow. And I want all of you to be able to do this because, I don't know, like you guys need to be posting once a day on LinkedIn, every single day, once a day. And if you're not posting on LinkedIn once a day, you're really missing out. I just put the link to the post in the chat so you guys can take a look at the actual post live on my profile. Just if you're curious to know about if the post is actually live on LinkedIn, click on it, put a like, get a comment, and if everyone comments on that post, we'll all see each other and we'll be able to network with each other. I love networking under LinkedIn posts. You know why? Because when you network under a LinkedIn post, everyone can connect with each other. Now, you're on a webinar. There are 4 or 5 dozen people here, right? You guys can't network with each other. You don't know who each other are. But if you all click on that post together and you like it and comment on it, then later you can all connect with each other and do business with each other. Isn't that smart? Anytime you do a presentation, have people network under your post. So you'll get 3 benefits. Benefit number 1 is you get the engagement, which is good for the algorithm. The algorithm wants to see engagement. That's number 1. Number 2, benefit, you get people to read your post and learn about what you do and who you are. And number 3 is you get all of them to network with each other and build relationships with each other, which is a massive conduit of blessing you become. Wouldn't you want to do that? Wouldn't you want everyone in your network to like each other and comment around your stuff, come to your, I believe like putting up a post is like hosting a party. I just hosted a party. I invited all of you to come to the party and share your thoughts. So come to the party, share your thoughts. Now, if you're not sure what to write under the post, write boom. Write amazing job, Joe. Write I love you so much. Write you're the best thing since sliced bread. Write oh my God, this is an amazing presentation. I can't believe it. Or thanks for inviting me to your webinar. Or you're so great. Or let's do this. Or I love a bundle. I love abundance. I want a bundle. Let's get the bundle. That's the idea. Jen, could you drop a comment, a thing with the bundle? Because a bunch of people said they want the bundle. And I want to make sure they have the link to the bundle. So just put a link there. And I also have this really cool technology that that I have called unlimiteddigitalmarketing.com. So I save people to the CRM. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Go High Level, but we white label Go High Level. And we have this like tool that allows us to be able to create automations. So I have this automation over here. This automation was published. Let me see. This automation was published. And this automation says that the trigger is when somebody replies bundle. Let me click on bundle. When somebody replies bundle, then they should automatically get an SMS with the bundle. And for whatever reason, it said community there instead of bundle. And now I just saved it as bundle. Now I'm going to publish it. And now when somebody texts the word bundle to 973-841-8868, they send a text message to 973-841-8868 with the word bundle, then automatically all these people will get the bundle. So for example, this person said, over here, this person wrote, and he said he wanted the bundle, and I'm going to say here's a link to the Evie AI Bro bundle. You see that? All these people this morning were interested in the bundle, so I'm going to go in here and just reply manually because the automation was set to community instead of bundle. You see that? So I did get the bundle link from all these people. They all said they wanted the bundle, but the AI didn't automatically do it because I had it set up wrong. I did it at 3 a.m. last night. So now I'm sending a message to all these people manually through my CRM with the bundle, and hopefully all these people, I have their cell phone numbers. I'm going to call them all and get them to come to our event tomorrow after they sign up to the bundle because all these people said they wanted the bundle. So could you imagine you do an event and you tell people, send the word bundle to 973-841-8868, and a bunch of them send the word bundle to it? That means that they're all interested in the bundle, just like that. Okay, and that happened this morning. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 leads. Think about that for a second. What would that do for your business? So if you want to sign up to unlimiteddigitalmarketing.com to set up your own text system like that, but it also includes everything you could imagine, like social scheduling, I'll show you that, then let me know that you want the CRM. Just write CRM in the chat and I'll send you some details about the CRM. But check this out. I'm going to click on automation. I have my TikTok automatically and my Facebook and all my stuff automatically being updated. So check this out. This is my TikTok. I'm going to click on, let's see, content from, let's see, calendar, published. So let's see what was published today. Let me see if I can see the actual published thing here, preview.
Way to be successful is to get a handful of people to like and comment on your post that you act.
So this is me on TikTok, guys. So I'm not a very popular guy on TikTok, but I have my automation automatically sending stuff. Everyone has a book. Tell me a book that have inspired you. Tell me something that you've read that you've really appreciated. Put that in the comments. Well, people are liking and commenting on my TikTok video. Look at this. Oh, not this. This is not me. Everyone has a book. This is something else. Let me just see for Let me see where my thing is. Where's my thing here?
How do you manage?
Oh, my profile. Okay, I don't even know how to use TikTok, but look at this. Every single day, things are being posted on my TikTok. You see this? Like, for example, this was posted on my TikTok.
We just did a LinkedIn training.
And the CEO...
We just did a LinkedIn training for the...
How do I mute this? Okay. Do you see... Who commented on this? Do you guys see one person commented on this post? Ira Zlotowicz. Do you know who he is? He hired me and paid me $60,000 to train his sales team. One person commented on my TikTok. One. Just one. I don't care. That's the guy. That's the right person. And I have automation sending it out. It's scheduled for the next 6 months. I don't have to do anything. My YouTube, I have automation sending it out. I don't have to do anything. It just goes out. It's called unlimiteddigitalmarketing.com. It also does a text. It also does emails. It also does a bunch of other stuff. Learning how to use it is essential. So I want you guys to understand that it's about setting yourself up for success and connecting with the right people. Here's what I tell everybody. It's not about going viral. It's about getting the right 1,000 people. Get 1,000 people to see you 1,000 times a year. So if you want the bundle, get the bundle. I suggest that you get it and come tomorrow at 10 a.m. to create a LinkedIn strategy that will help you generate $100,000 a year in profit. And once you know this information, you know it forever. You'll still want to keep Evie AI Pro because it'll help you with all the different things you need to do it quick, posting, engaging, and messaging, and recommending, and connection notes, and everything you need. And it'll help you save people's posts to lists, people to lists. And we're adding many more features, many more. I have a roadmap from here till tomorrow of things that I want to add to Evie AI that my team can't keep up with. And so because my team can't keep up with those things, I end up just doing things myself. I'll give you an example of one thing that I asked my team to do, and they ended up not doing it, so I just did it myself. So check this out. If you go to strategy.eviai.com/mention-saver, check out this hack. Do you see this over here that says some amazing folks to follow? I press copy on this. Right over here, this mention saver, and this is available for Evie AI Pro users today. And I go in here, and I click on this post, and I click comment, and I paste in this little thing here. Oop, I don't know what happened over here. Why? It went to the feed. Okay. It went to the feed automatically. Now it's randomly going places. Okay. It thinks I'm clicking on things. I'm going to click on, wow, the presentation was amazing. So check this out. I'm going to go to the comment of this post. I'm going to paste in from the mention saver all these people, and I'm going to press comment, and now all these people were mentioned. Say OMG in the chat if this is crazy. And I can do this for as many people as I want. All these people were already mentioned. I didn't have to go in there and press the @ and type in Francois. I didn't have to go look for him and go back. And once I tag him once, I can put it in the mention saver and save it for later. And then I can mention people from all walks of life. So I have people over here looking forward to collaborating with these JVMM friends. Copy. I go back into my LinkedIn post. Where is that post? Over here. You can't do this on Facebook. You can't do this anywhere else. When LinkedIn finds out that all my clients are doing this, they're going to stop the ability to do this. But now you can hack. Look at that. That's an amazing tool. And I'm giving you all of it no matter who you are. I'll give you guys access for the mention saver. As my gift. Ladies and gentlemen, I promised you a gift. Now you have the mention saver. Anyway, if you want the mention saver, just say mention, just write the word mention and text it to 973-841-8868. Just text the word mention to 973-841-8868. And I will have a workflow created to send you the mention saver. It makes it easy, right? If you want to be a mensch, you need the mention saver. Anywho, my Jen is telling me to wrap up in 1 minute, but I can continue for hours. I can do this since forever. Someone said, Joe, how do we learn AI from you? If you want to learn AI from me, I do have something called the AI Business Development Circle. And I told Tammy to buy a domain, aisalesmastermind.com, but I don't know if she even bought it yet. Let me check. aisalesmastermind.com.
Yes, she did.
Oh my God, it works! aisalesmastermind.com. It goes there. I have a 3-hour video you could watch. That's my second gift to you. If you want to join that, it's $249 a month. You can join that. But if you want to watch that 3-hour video, go watch that 3-hour video. I train groups of people on how to use AI. I did this an entire year so far, and people love it. So every month for 3 hours, I sit down and I train you on how to use AI for business development. So if you want to join that, join that. What's the text number? The text is 973-841-8868. 973-841-8868. Send the word mention to that, and I'll send you the mention saver. Okay, that just makes it easier for me, so I don't have to go follow up with each person. Send the word bundle to that number, and you get the bundle. Send the word demo to that number, and you get the demo of Evie AI. Do you see? You guys get what I'm saying? You have your own dedicated phone number that costs me $1 a month, by the way. That's how much the phone number costs, because there's a charge with Twilio. You have to pay $1 a month for the phone number, or $2 a month, or whatever. And then every text that I send out costs me maybe 2 cents. So there is a cost to it, right? So if I send you the thing, but I don't care. I'll pay 2 cents to send you the Mention Saver as my gift. I don't care if it costs me 2 cents. Some people, they're afraid to spend money. I'm not afraid to invest money in our relationship. You get it? It's me investing money in our relationship. That's why I give things away for free all the time. Everything. I'm doing this. I don't charge you anything to come to this. I give you all the tips that I could possibly give you in the short amount of time. I just jam pack it as much as possible to be able to add tons and tons of value. Now, I do have an AI automation community, and people are telling me that we have an AI automation community starting, an AI automation meeting. We have an AI automation community where I teach AI automation every month. And if you guys want to join that, you're welcome to join the AI automation chat. I have to switch to another Zoom, and I want to keep talking to you guys. So just go to highenergyzoom.com if you want to meet me there. I'm going to be doing an hour session now for my AI automation community on how to use AI automation. It's usually for our paid people, but as another bonus, I'll give you guys access to just come to the Zoom and join in. It's highenergyzoom.com because I have to switch to that Zoom and I want to keep talking to you. So you may as well keep talking over there. And I'm going to do a class on how to do AI automation, which means how to create an agent that does things automatically with AI. Okay? If you want to join that, join that. I'm going there right now. I'm ending the Zoom, and then I'm going into the AI automation community. It's usually for paid members only, but you guys can join me if you want as my little gift today. Okay? I'll see you guys there. Thank you so much. I'm going to the AI automation session right now. Boom. See you later. All right, let's open up my Zoom. And I know I'm live still. Let me open up the AI automation seminar. Let's find it. Should we stay live? Let me see. Let me see what's going on Facebook right now. Is anybody watching me on Facebook? Let me click on this here. 91 other people recently reacted to my photo. Oh, that's nice. Let's see. Pat said, okay, Wallace accepted my friend request. I love that. Let me see if anything is happening. Ooh, Jake sent me a connection request. I don't even know who that is. Okay, let me go in here. Let me go back to the home page. Let me go to my own profile. Oh, look at that. I'm still live here. Ooh, I've got the bundle. I'm going to say yay. Yeah, connection request. I don't even know who that is. Okay, let me go in here. I'm going to say yay. Yay. Okay, let's see. Live chat. Let me go back over here, see if anybody else said anything. Rhonda said hi. Okay, perfect. Amazing. All right, wonderful. So we're still live. We should just keep going live and just see how long we could last. How long the live could last. I'd be curious to know how long it could last. I don't even know how long the live could last. But we're definitely still live. So let's move into AI automation. I'm going to open up my Zoom room right now. All right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back. This is the AI automation. Let me just set up my thing so I can record it. School.com/AI automation. Let me open this up in big. Let me share my screen. Here we go. And let me hit that record button.
Recording in progress.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the AI automation community. My name is Joe Apfelbaum, and if you want to come to check us out, you can just go to school.com/AI automation, and you can join our AI automation community. It's a place where we teach people how to use AI and how to use LinkedIn automation specifically. So let's get right into it. Somebody recently asked me a question. He said, Joe, how do you create a little bit of LinkedIn automation? And there's a particular tool that we teach in this community called Linked Helper. And you got to be really careful when you use this and use it in a way that complies with LinkedIn's terms and conditions, because LinkedIn gets really strict with making sure that people comply to their terms. So do your own research when you're doing any type of automation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and click on opening up a LinkedIn profile. Now it says update has been downloaded, restart to apply changes. I'm going to hit restart. I'm going to press OK. It's going to want to restart. Hang on, to restart, hopefully not my computer. Oh, restart just this. Okay, it says closing. Restart just this. Restart application. Not my computer, but just the application. But just so you know, in our classroom, when you click on courses, you can see all the replays of all our other sessions, and you can go in here and watch them on demand right away. And today's session is going to be recorded and put into the replays of the classroom of school.com/AI automation. If you're into learning AI automation, we also do regular sessions on every other week. We do a 1-hour session on how to use, and the next one's going to be on the 18th, on how to use AI and automation to automate things. We teach a program called Make.com. Have you guys ever heard of Make.com? I don't know if you heard of it or not, but Make.com helps you automate anything. I'm going to quickly show you an automation while my LinkedIn automation tool loads, but I'm going to show you, I have lots of different scenarios. Scenarios are basically just automations. So I have one scenario called the LinkedIn automation, AI automation workflow, where I put in email addresses of people, and then every single day this goes through and emails these groups of people with a engagement group. Jen, I hear some background noise from people. Do you mind muting everybody? I'm going to stop sharing my screen for just a second just to kind of see what's going on here. It looks like we have a couple of participants here, and okay, good. You muted everyone. Thank you. Okay, let me share my screen again. So the way it works is you tell it to send a Gmail every single day, and then you tell it what the body of the email should be, and then you put in a variable for the subject line. And every single day, these people get a list of contacts that they can be networking with and building relationships with. And so I have 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, and all these things go out with this automation. And I could have it be dynamic, or I could have it be static. Right now, I set it as static. I'm going to hit discard changes. I'm going to show you my Twitter automation, the thing that updates my Twitter automatically here. So I'm going to click on the Twitter trends one. No, the X integration. So this one's the X integration. It goes into ChatGPT first every single day. And I have this pretty complex prompt inside ChatGPT. It's using O1 Mini. I'm actually going to change it to using a different AI model. I'm going to try to use the new O3. See if the new O3 Mini here. And so now I just upgraded the system significantly. Let's hope that it keeps the same prompt in there. Yep, it keeps the same prompt. Generate a thought-provoking tweet from Joe Applebaum using the following structure. Take one of these rotating themes, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and put in the current date, the style guide, the constraints, the voice constraints, and then match the output of the tweet exactly. So I'm going to press save. I'm going to hit save over here again. And then it basically just puts it into Twitter, and then it sends me an email letting me know the tweet was done. I'm going to hit run once. It's going to create the tweet using the O3 model. Then it's going to send it to X, and then it's going to send me an email. So what did the email look like? The email looked like this. It sent me an email, and I can have it keep going. Like a GPS with a quirky recalculation, AI sometimes leads the beaten path to unexpected innovation. Embrace those playful detours, risk adjust, and unlock fresh breakthroughs. Do you see the way it did that? You see how quickly it made that tweet? Now let's Google search myself, Joe Applebaum, and see if Google picked up the tweet. Let's see, did Google pick up the tweet? Like a GPS with a quirky recalculation, AI sometimes leads us up 35 seconds ago. You see, instantly I injected myself in Google. Guys, wow. Wow. I can have that unlimited as often as I like. If I want my Twitter updating every 2 seconds, I can do that. Just wow. And that's a very simple automation. Make.com, ChatGPT to Twitter, and then I also say send me an email with it. And I have it set to go twice a day. So my Twitter is automatically updated every day. Do I get millions of people looking at my Twitter? No, but it's for branding purposes. When someone Googles me, it comes up with related things, and it changes. If it's Monday, you saw the prompt. The prompt said, if it's Monday, do this. If it's Tuesday, do that. If it's Wednesday, do that. If it's Thursday, do that. Really, really powerful automation. So I just showed you guys how to do that real quick. Let's go into Tammy's account just to kind of show you. Let me go in here. Let's find Tammy's account. So this is Tammy's account. So somebody recently said, Joe, how do I take all of my LinkedIn connections and identify who has LinkedIn Premium and who doesn't? So what I tell you to do is to create, so we're going to create a brand new campaign over here on the top left. And I'm going to call the campaign My Connections. Okay? And I'm going to continue my connections, and we're going to say just sent a message. Invite first connections to follow. We're just going to say we have a lot of different options. So in this case, I'm just going to say, let's see. I'm going to say empty campaign. Continue with selected empty campaign. And I have a lot of options of what actions I can do over here. So I can invite to follow organization. I'm going to do invite to follow organization. You see that? So maybe invite to follow Evie AI. Okay, now I want to add people to the queue. There's 0 people in the queue. So I'm going to press add to queue. And it's going to say, how do you want to add people to the queue? So I'm going to say my network page, or I can do Sales Navigator. In this case, I'm going to do Sales Navigator just to quickly show you how quickly it is. I'm going to do Sales Navigator search page. It's going to load my Sales Navigator. Okay, so do you see it loaded my Sales Navigator? Now it's going to say, what do you want to search for? So I'm just going to want to search for my first degree connections. So I'm going to click on lead filters, and then I'm just going to say, show me all of my first degree connections. You see that? First degree connections, just like that. Now it's showing my 6,000 first degree connections. Now I say, take all these first degree connections and just put them into that list so that I can invite them into to do what I need to do. So now the reason I do it this way is because it's able to do 25 at a time. There are many different ways to do this, but it's able to do 25 at a time, and it's going to do 25 at a time and pull all 6,000 in. You see? And once it does all 25 at a time and pulls all 6,000 in, there are special filters that you could use to just filter out the people that have premium, the people that have open profiles, the people that have no photo, all the jazz, all the good stuff you can do. All right, I can minimize this and it can keep going even if I minimized it. You see that? And so it's just going through doing Sales Navigator searches, which is a very safe thing to do on LinkedIn. There's nothing wrong with doing Sales Navigator searches. Is there something wrong with doing a Sales Navigator search? They want you to search. And I'm just looking through my own connections. So I'm not automating anything or anything like that. I'm not doing anything that I would perceive as wrong on LinkedIn. I'm just searching through my connections, and I'm doing it on my computer. I'm not hiring anybody else to do anything. I'm doing it manually on my computer. Okay, any questions that you have? You need to learn how to create my lead list in Sales Navigator. Leah, I think you have the Sales Navigator Bootcamp already. I think you purchased it in the past. So you can go watch that. We have a section in the Sales Navigator Bootcamp that teaches you how to search. And it shows you how to use the 34 different search filters. And for anyone that's here that hasn't purchased the Sales Navigator Bootcamp, we're offering it instead of $3,000 for it now. The replay is available for less than $1,000. So if you go to salesnavbootcamp.com, you can sign up for it right now and get instant access to all 6 hours. salesnavbootcamp.com. Do you guys have any questions for things that you'd like to learn how to do? I'm curious to know what you would like to learn how to do. Jim, if you have a question about what you want to learn how to do, anything that you want to learn how to do, I'm happy to teach you how to do. From an automation standpoint, maybe you want to automate doing searches. Okay, Leah said go high level. And okay, amazing. I'm going to teach you how to automate go high level real quick. So because this is the AI automation community, we teach everything, including go high level. So what would you like to automate? I'm going to show you how to automate, create one simple automation over here. So I'm going to create a workflow from scratch so that when somebody messages me, I'm going to click start a recipe. Now you can have recipes that are already created for you, or you can just start from scratch. I'm going to do start from scratch, okay? Start from scratch. So how does this automation work? The first thing you want to do is you want to name your automation. So I'm going to click on new workflow on the top, and I'm going to say this. I'm going to say sales. I'm going to do AI business development circle. Okay, so I'm going to say AI business development circle. And then I'm going to call it AI Business Development Circle. And then I'm going to click on New Trigger, and I'm going to say when a customer messages me. So I'm going to say customer. I'm going to say messages me. Let's see. Customer contact, customer tag, customer replies. Okay, so customer replies. So when a customer messages me, it's called a customer replied. And if they reply something, I'm just going to click if they reply a phrase contains or a phrase exact match. So I'm going to say phrase contains the phrase circle. So if you send me anything that has the word circle, it's going to start the automation. Okay, so save trigger. So customer replied, circle. Okay, we'll test this out, see if it works. I'm going to press save trigger, and you see customer replied circle. What do you want to do when a customer replied circle? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say send an SMS message. Send SMS. You see that? Send SMS, the action name, text link to AI circle. And then in the message to the user, what should be the response? I'm going to say here is our AI business development circle link. http://www.aisalesmastermind.com. Now I'm going to press save action. And you see the way it's so easy, right? Done. Now I press save action. And now I can also tag the person. So I'm going to do a tag, add a contact tag to the person. It's going to add a tag called AI circle link. So if anybody asks for the AI circle link, I'm going to click add a new tag. And it's going to add a new tag, add a tag, AI circle link. Okay, now press save action. So it's going to do two things. When a customer replies circle, it's going to send a text message, and then it's going to add a tag to their contact. Now I'm going to say, wait a minute. Wait 1 minute. Do you guys see? Wait. I'm going to write 1 minute. Wait 1 minute. And after a minute, then I'm going to say copy action, copy here. Do you see I copied this action to here, so I don't have to go looking for it? Wait a minute. And then I'm going to say text what it's about. And I'm going to say the AI business, the circle teaches people how to use AI for business development for 3 hours live every month. You can see a 3-hour example on the page we sent you. Do you see that? I'm going to hit save action. What it's about. Now it's going to send them what it's about. You see that? Now I can add another one, another text message. I can do another wait. I can wait another minute. Or I could wait a few seconds, a few hours, a few days, whatever. I'm going to do another minute. Wait 1 minute. I press save action. And then I can duplicate this again. Copy action. Copy here. I could also copy this one. Copy action. Copy here. You see I can wait a minute. Copy. Now I'm going to click this. And I'm going to say invite to buy. And I'm going to say if you decide to join our AI circle, you will get instant access to our course, our AI course, as well as the last year's worth of sessions. It's over 40 hours of training. We also give you 1,000 ChatGPT prompts. Okay, I'm going to press save action. Do you see how I'm kind of like messaging the person slowly? Now I can message them the next day. I can go here and just copy this whole thing, actions. Copy all actions from here to here. Copy all actions from here. It's not letting me copy it. So you can kind of duplicate the whole thing over and over and over. So if I want to add another date or another whatever, I can add another thing that sends the thing the next day to kind of keep selling them. But you guys get the point, right? So I'm going to send the message. I'm going to send a text message. You guys could try it. Send a text message to, with the word circle to 973-841-8868. I'm going to try it now. 973-841-8868. Send a text. I'm going to write circle. I'm going to press send. Let's see if I get a response. I wrote 768. Oops. I wrote the wrong text. I sent it to the wrong message. I'm going to try again. I sent it to the wrong place. So where do you... Oh, here you go. I click on this. 973-841-8868. I keep messing up. 973-841-8868. Okay. Send to... Here it is, circle. I was wondering why I had no history with my own AI. All right, let's just see what this does. Oh, it's not published. I'm going to hit publish. Oops. That's why it didn't work. Publish. Okay, let me hit circle again. Send. All right, let's see if it does it automatically. Yep, I got the link. But the link doesn't have a space in it, so I got to make a space. You see business development, total enrolled 4. So send the word circle again and watch it work. But let me go back to the automation here. And then let me just put a space after the word circle, after the word link, so that it just looks normal. I'm going to press save. Save. And it's published and saved, and it's working for me. And the bundle link also works for me. Now if I go to conversations on the left side and so I go high level, I can see all these things. Okay, and it looks like people are sending the mention thing as well. So I'm going to go ahead and I can create a template with the mention thing. I can use the mention thing inside Evie AI and have the Evie AI sidebar work alongside with me here. You see this? I have the Evie AI sidebar. So I'm going to find the mention. I'm going to close this. Where's the mention thing? Mention saver. I think it's one of these here, mention saver. I'm going to copy this mention saver. I'm going to go click on templates in Evie AI. I'm going to click add new template. I'm going to say mention saver link. I'm going to click here. I'm going to write links. I'm going to say here is the link to the mention saver, to the Evie AI Pro mention saver. Make sure to back up your info after you create it, because if you clear cookies, you lose it all. It's beta. Enjoy. Okay, copy, press copy, save changes. Now I have it right here. So if I click on this little copy button here, I can easily open up my GHL instance and just paste it right in here. You see this? So this person said the word mention. Now I could mass send it to everybody, or I can send it one at a time. So you see the way I'm sending you the mention thing here? And I didn't set the automation for the mention. So I'm going to set the automation for the mention, but I just want mention saver. You see this person wrote mention saver, but it didn't write mention. Okay, click here. Bob Anderson. He said circle. Did he say mention? He said bundle. And he got the bundle. Look at that. Bob got the bundle. Look at that. Bob got the bundle. Bob, good to see you here. And thanks for clicking on the bundle. Mention saver. So now you might be asking me, Joe, how do we automatically enrich people's stuff? I can show you how to automatically enrich people's stuff as well using make.com. Okay, let me just send the mention. Oh, this person signed up to Evie AI Premium. Amazing. I'm going to hit mention. Do you see how easy it is to be able to build a relationship with people if you understand how to do this? It's not rocket science to do this stuff. And you don't need millions of people in your life to make $100,000 in profit. I always tell people just the right 1,000 people will make you $100,000 in profit in your business. And you can control having 1,000 connections on LinkedIn. Am I not right about that? Like, you really can. Tammy has 6,000. let's just see if it loaded, if the 6,000 loaded. I'm just going to minimize this for a second. I'm going to clear this up, minimize this. Where is her? Where? Oh, here it is. Is it this? No, that's everybody's. I'm going to minimize that. I'm going to minimize everything. I have a lot of things open. There you go. Oh, it's up to 2,000. You see it's up to 2,000? It didn't get to all 6,000 yet. It's still loading. Okay. We'll wait a couple minutes. I can close this, close this. Let's see if anybody else responded here. Okay, this person here responded. So check this out. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to copy this number here. If I want to know who this person's number is, I can easily click on the plus sign here and search for it. And then do you see it says, often it'll tell me who the person is, but there's this website that I have access to called Been Verified. Have you guys heard of Been Verified? So this website called Been Verified that I have access to. And with Been Verified, what you can do is, check this out. You can go in here and put anybody's cell phone number in. So you search by phone number. And there are ways to automate this process. But you search by phone number, and then it just loads up the person's phone number, and it tells you who they are. You see Leah Johnson? So then in your CRM, if you know this is Leah Johnson, in your CRM, you can just click on the phone number. You see the phone number is right over here. You can click on the phone number, go to the contact over here, and then you could write Leah Johnson on the contact. It's going to load up here, Leah Johnson. You see that? Now I'm going to press save, and it saves her in my it saves her in my, it saved her name in the CRM. So if I go back to my conversations, now it says Leah Johnson on her name. You see that? Now if I want to merge her, because she's already in my CRM, so if I want to merge her, I would search Leah Johnson, and you see she comes up a bunch of times in my CRM. See how many times she comes up in my CRM? She has multiple phone numbers. So this is from a minute ago. This is from a while ago, 2024, 2026. There's a bunch of them. So I can technically click all of them and then just merge them all together, and they become one contact. I'm not going to do that right now because I need to kind of like look through it. Is this 510 number still your number? It's just a different number? She give me a thumbs up. Yeah, it's still her phone number. But you can see there's multiple email addresses and multiple phone numbers for the same person. And I could build a relationship with them and kind of get, you see the way it added the tag AI Circle link here? Because she asked for the link to the AI Circle, and it automatically tagged her with that, with the automation. I didn't have to tag her. Bye, Francois. Thank you. So I want you guys to notice how powerful this is. If you set up your automations correctly, you can set up email automations, WhatsApp automations, Instagram automations. You can set up posting automations where it posts everywhere. This is extremely powerful for people that want to be able to have consistency in their communication with their clients, but they don't necessarily have the time to manually do everything. This is called building agents. I have an agent that automatically updates my Twitter every day. I don't have to do it anymore. This is not something that I need to do anymore. You can learn how to do this. This is not rocket science. Bob said, what CRM am I using? I'm using a CRM called Unlimited Digital Marketing. Unlimited. Let me just search Unlimited, see if I have a bunch of templates. One of them is for Unlimited. I think one of them is for Unlimited Digital Marketing. Let me see if I have one here saved. I don't know if I have one here saved, but let me just go into Evie AI and see if I saved it. EvieAI.com. I'm just going to quickly show you how you can find all your templates in Evie AI. Click on Templates. And you can search here. Unlimited Digital Marketing. You see I have one here? I'm going to copy this. And then I'm going to paste this into Zoom here.
We don't see your screen, Joe.
You see Zoom, that I pasted it into Zoom?
No.
You don't see it? Oh, sorry about that. But do you see I have the template here ready to go? I can add a tag. I can do promo links, save template. I can see all my promo links. I click on promo links. I press apply and it'll show me all my promo links. You see that? This makes my life much, much easier. I can turn each one of these templates into promo links. I'm going to say 10 http://www.unlimiteddigitalmarketing.com. And I press update template, and now I updated the template. How easy is that? The reason we call it unlimited digital marketing is because it's almost unlimited to use that tool of how much you can do. You can see all my TikTok is being updated, my YouTube channel, all that stuff is just being updated automatically. So that's really, really powerful for me to be able to have that. And I'm going to build a relationship with all these people. I'm going to find out who all these people are, and I'm going to build a relationship with them and get to know them. Now, if I want to set up an automation for the mention saver, do you guys want to see me set up an automation for the mention saver? Watch. I'm going to click on automation. I'm going to click on create a new workflow, select a recipe, start from scratch. You know what? What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you how you can duplicate one that you already did, right? That'll be easier. So I'll go to the bundle link. I'll click on these three dots here and I'll do duplicate workflow. You see that? So now I already created it. So instead of bundle SMS link, I'm going to say mention SMS link. I'm going to press save. And then I'm going to search mention. And then I'm going to change the trigger from the word bundle to the word mention. Customer says exact phrase mention. Instead of exact phrase, I'm going to say contains mention. I'm going to press save trigger. That's the trigger. The link is going to be, here's the link to the Evie AI Pro mention saver. Oh. You see that? Here's the link to the Evie AI Pro mention saver. I'm going to press save action. Make sure that it's here. Yep, it saved it. Wait a minute. And then it's going to say, the AI automation community is going to say, if you want to access all the Evie AI Pro features, get the bundle at http://app.evieai.com/bundle. We include 10K worth of LinkedIn training, and we meet 2 hours per month. Okay, so I'm going to send that. Over here, I'm going to say SMS to send bundle link. I'm just naming it. I'm going to wait a day. Then the next day, I'm going to be like, by the way, don't forget to back up the bundle, to back up the mention saver after you use it, because it doesn't save to a server yet. We will have it saved to server soon. Right now, back it up once you create all your mentions. Save action. You see that? Now if I want to duplicate this, I can duplicate this. Tip, mention, saver, tip. Now I'm going to duplicate this right over here. Actions, copy, copy action, copy here. I can also copy this action here. Copy, copy action, copy here. So it kind of waits another day. And it's, the next day it'll say, I'm going to say mention question. And then I'm going to tag it. Instead of interested in, I'm going to say mention saver. Add a new tag. Save. You guys see what I did? So I first said anyone that replies the word mention. Then I said send them an SMS with the mention link. Then I said wait a minute. Then send them the bundle link. Then wait a day. Send them a tip. Wait another day and ask them how it was. And then add them to a tag. And now I hit publish. Then I hit save. And now it's published. Done. That did not take very long to do. That took like 2-3 minutes, right? You guys saw what I did there. And it's because, the reason it went faster is because I basically just duplicated the one. I created one from scratch and one I duplicated for you guys. Okay, let's see if you guys are asking questions. Sorry, I have to ask a question, but I have to leave. Customer call, Jim North said. Asked a question, but I have to leave. Oh, shoots. Let me see. Let's see what his question was. I've downloaded and enriched search a spreadsheet. I downloaded an enriched search to a spreadsheet, but now I want to determine which of these 500 are posting on LinkedIn. Can this be automated with Make? Yes, it could be automated with Make. I'd like to narrow the list down to post at least once a month, to those that post at least once a month. If you want to see people that post once a month, you can use Sales Navigator to do that. And then you can just pull all the people that post once a month with Sales Navigator. But if you want to be able to, if you have, I want to determine which of these 500. So he has a list of 500 people on a spreadsheet, and he wants to determine which one of them's posted on LinkedIn in the past month. You can easily do that with Make.com. Yes. Is Jim still here or did he leave? Oh, he left. Okay. I would show you how to do that, Jim, but I would love for you to send me that spreadsheet, and maybe in 2 weeks, we'll just workshop that together. You know, I'll show how it's done, and we'll work it out, and we'll actually build the thing together. Leah says, can you alternate my phone number? Left my main phone in the car. No problem. Francois says, thanks again for all you do. You are a genius. Thank you. Jim North said, I'm sorry I have to leave. Leah says, receiving a message from Yasir and we can't connect to the server. Unlimited. The way you spelled unlimited, digital marketing, Leah, is weird. You didn't put the 2 D's together. Remember, double D's. Unlimited, you wrote unlimited with a D before the E. Unlimited only has a 2 D. Remember, the 2 D's have to be together in unlimited. Jane said,
I just clicked on the link that you put in the chat.
Okay, so I screwed up the link. So let me fix up the link. Hang on. Sorry about that. Let me share my screen and fix it. Jane said, has she had questions? I'm going to go check out her questions. Let me go back to the template here. Let me type in unlimited. And let's go here. Yep, I screwed up the question. I screwed up the link. My bad. And I'm going to put HTTP. Always put HTTP:// to make it clickable. Copy, update. I'm going to click on tags, promo links, apply. Here's a promo link. You see that? Copy. And then I'm going to go in here into Zoom chat and put it in and fix it. Tell me if that works. Let me click on it myself. Yep, that worked this time. Sorry about that, and thanks for letting me know that it didn't work. I appreciate that. That means the world to me. Jane said, what did you say?
And there's also, in your link with the mastermind, there's a K
A link with
in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to check it out. You mean from Go High Level?
Right. Uh-huh.
So let me click on automations. Let me go to, oh, you mean the circle link?
I tried to click on it. It was, I received an error.
Oh, mastermind. I wrote Makestermind. Okay. This is why I don't do marketing for people, because I don't pay attention to details, and I have a whole team of people that does this for me. But yes, thank you. I fixed it, I saved it, and I uploaded it.
Perfect.
Okay, thank you for that. Okay. Jane asked a question. I posted on a LinkedIn invitation to an event. How can I send personalized LinkedIn messages with invitation to a specific list of people using the mention saver? So if you're on LinkedIn and you have an event and you want to invite people using the mention saver, what you do is you create a post and then you mention the people on the comments of the post. That's how the mention saver works. So I'll show you how it works. Let's say, for example, you want to mention somebody here. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to put the @ sign. I'm going to say Leah Johnson. You should connect with Renee. She is awesome. So if I posted about the event, I can tag the person and let them know about the event by tagging them using the mention saver. I wouldn't have to tag Leah. I would just paste from the mention saver and it would just have all the people already tagged. Jane, that's how the mention saver works. How do we set up the sidebar? If you have Evi AI Pro and you go to the community and you search sidebar, we have a link that teaches you, let me see, I think it's called Side Panel. We have a tutorial that teaches you how to set up the sidebar, the side panel. Here's a tutorial, Jane. I just added it. Let's see what other questions Jane had. She said she had a couple questions. How do we set up a sidebar? Okay, I just showed how to do that. We need to learn how to create my list and sales nav. Okay, I can teach you how to do that. Let me just see if Tammy's thing finished. It looks like it finished. It looks like something finished here. Something finished, but I'm not sure what finished. Let me click on this here. Choose a source. Let me try to choose another source, my network page. Let me see if this source will work better. Now I'm going to go ahead and download. I'm going to just load. I'm going to show more results. And you can load. You see the way I'm just holding the mouse down like this? And it's just loading all the connections here. Let's see if it does this automatically. Let's see if it'll pull all these connections in. Oh, it's automatically scrolling down. So you see the way it's doing it calmly and nicely? Instead of the way that I was doing it before, I was doing it like a maniac. Now, I do have a tool where you can do it like a maniac and pull all your connections out in just a few seconds using a Chrome extension. But this will do it kind of slowly and gradually so you don't have any issues. And I'm going to minimize this so it pulls all 6,000 down. I'll let it go now because the sales nav crashed at 2,000. Sometimes sales nav says you have 6,000 people, but anything more than 1,000, it's not reliable. Okay. Andrew Hankin asked a question. He said, I'm Andrew Hankin from Manchester. I own a brand. We'll take care of all your companies. I look forward to connecting with you all. I have a live call with a rock star, Joe Apfelbaum. He showed the power of LinkedIn search. I'm going to write thank you so much. I'm going to press reply. So now you can use Evi AI side panel to reply on school or on Facebook or on everywhere. It's called no context. So if I go here and I select this and I switch to my school persona and I right click on this and I hit send to the sidebar or the side panel, I should say, it creates a reply. And then I can copy the reply and paste it in here. You see that? Michael, it's a real eye-opener. The fact that the climate, are we really prepared for this? Let's spark a conversation. I'm going to press go. You see that? You see the way I replied to Michael with AI? So I can go through this and I could reply to each person and build relationships with each person. I can do this on Facebook as well with the side panels. Let me show you Facebook real quick. By the way, do you guys use Facebook? Jane says, are you currently able to migrate all my current ATS to unlimited digital marketing? I don't know what ATS is, but possibly if you show me your ATS. You could always ask the question to my company, Unlimited Digital Marketing at ajaxunion.com. Send us to that email address what CRM you have. I should be able to migrate all the data if they allow us to export everything. and we can do it for you. But do you see Bill Walsh posted this over here? Are you ready for a private mastermind? Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to press right click. I'm going to first select the right persona, Facebook post persona. Then I'm going to hit send to sidebar. I'm going to hit generate, and it's going to generate a response that I could respond to Bill Walsh. You see that? I'm going to press copy, and I'm going to press paste. Wow, a private mastermind from Vegas to New Orleans for the Super Bowl? That sounds like an epic adventure. I mean, who wouldn't want to be part of the hottest party in the country? It's not just about the game, it's about the connections. I'm just going to delete this, and I'm going to press send. Do you see that? I left a thoughtful comment for Bill Walsh. Now, it was just me, and then Vinny said DM for info. So Vinny's trying to sell it on behalf of Bill Walsh. We'll click on Vinny's profile, see who Vinny is. Vinny's obviously in sales. So I'm going to reply to Vinny. Actually, I'm not going to reply because of what he's writing over here. So I'm just going to ignore that for now. I don't want to get involved with anything political. I'm going to click over here, a guy who knows a guy. I'm going to click on this, right click here. I'm going to send this to the sidebar. I'm going to hit generate. How do you decide to create different personas? It's based on what I want to accomplish, what I want to do. My personas are like, for example, I have a persona about my book. I have like whenever you have an issue, you make a persona for that issue that you have, for that situation. I want to reply on Facebook, so I have a persona related to replying on Facebook. I want to reply on school. I have a persona related to replying on school. Well, Michael, turning your birthday into a chance to shine as a featured podcaster in Popalooza, such a cool move. I love the way you're embracing the opportunity to blah, blah, blah. Can't wait to see you rock the mic. Let's catch up soon after and celebrate your birthday in style. Thanks for being my partner in the high-speed networking event on the cruise. Do you see that? And then I tag him, Michael Whitehouse. And I press send. Do you see the way I just touched up the bottom and added one little sentence? But it added so much more value here. Do you know any women? Just curious. I know some. And I wrote, I know some like that. I'll show you some of my personas that I have so you guys get an idea of the different personas that I have. I'm going to click on personas. Do you see I have a persona for Joe Applebaum, $100 million offers? So I wrote, act as Joe Applebaum, the CEO of Evie AI, and talk about how the book, $100 million offers, was really helpful for me by Alex Hormozi, and tie in the concepts of the book. So I'm going to show you an example of me using that particular $100 million offers thing. So I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to, for example, reply to Jeff. You see that? I'm going to hit generate. It's actually pulling the wrong one. I'm going to hit new, click on this, generate. It's still pulling Renee's stuff. All right, we'll use this one. This one's in beta, so for some reason it's not pulling that one, but I'm going to search $100 million offers here. Hit generate. Jeff, your challenge sounds intriguing. I found that understanding the value propositions like discussed in Alex Hormozi's $100 million offers can transform how we approach selling. Do you see this fitting in the... Here's a video. Do you see the way it shows my video here? And it shows a link to my video. Do you see the way it did that? Bob, isn't that just marvelous? Crazy.
Yeah, thanks, Joe. That's great.
This saves a lot of time if you're trying to promote a video or an image or a photo or a book or a link or a community or whatever you're trying to promote. It saves a ton of time. So look at this thing that I posted earlier. I posted this thing right here earlier. 17 likes, 18 comments, 300 impressions. And you see I tagged all these people, and you wrote the A team. Great class and content. This is 10 minutes ago. The reason Rick saw this, and I'm going to use my comment reply persona. I have something called a comment reply persona that just replies without using the person's name, and it puts one sentence in. You see that? So I use different personas depending on the activity that you're doing. So for Jane, I'm going to go ahead and reply to her. Again, this saves me a ton of time because who the hell wants to go and reply to each person? I don't know about you, but I would never reply to every person if I didn't have this technology because I don't know, it's just so much work. And although it's a great ROI to be able to do this, like I want to build relationships with people. You know, I want to get to know people, and I don't want to spend the time having to think about what to say. Dude, I'd rather just connect with you and build a relationship with you. But yeah, publicly we have to do this for the algorithm. You know, you have to reply to every post. You have to reply to every comment. Some people are doing this manually right now. Like, I don't need to reply a manual reply if somebody says congrats on the success. I can have an automated reply for that, you know? Like if somebody tells me something else and asks me a question that I have to manually reply, that's why you can't have it completely automated. Like I can set up an agent that will go and completely automate this thing. But we're not ready yet. We're really not ready yet for that because the AI is not that good. But it's the worst it'll ever be right now, and it's still pretty damn good. But it's going to get better, and as it gets better, we're going to improve. We're going to add some agents to Evie AI that allows you to go off and do things, like monitor things and notify you about things and whatnot. Look, Bob Anderson. Look what Bob Anderson said. He said, "Thanks for demonstrating the use of AI in a quick post." Now I can reply to Bob Anderson just like that with a click of a button. You see that? Jeff Farron said, great insights, leveraging AI. So if I don't take the time to actually get to know each person and to actually build a relationship with each person, then what's the point of me doing a webinar? And if I had 1,000 people on a webinar, I would not be able to get to 1,000 people. I wouldn't even know who to prioritize. So it's kind of like a blessing to have a few dozen people. You don't need thousands of people. If you had the right 100 people in your life, you'd be able to do the right things for them and with them. And you have the wrong 100 people in your life, well, that's okay. Just optimize and find the right 100 people. You know? Build relationships with people. Build real relationships. Thomas said, likewise, Joe. Thank you for the motivating in AI. Hopefully I'll see you around soon. Let me know how I can help you with your journey. Absolutely. Now I'm going to ask him a question. I'm going to say, how many agents do you guys have in your group? I'm going to change it to advisors. I'm going to say Glenn. Glenn said, Happy New Year, Joe. I'd love to discuss revenue growth. And for him, I'm going to send my demo. Did you have a chance to watch my demonstration video yet? Because he's using automation just to randomly send me this thing. Great presentation today at the Somerset County. I really enjoyed the presentation as a business coach and someone who's always trying to get clients. I've connected over 30,000 connections, including 33 mutual. Let's be in touch. Wow, I really like the post that you created over here. What did you love most about the presentation today? Anita sent me a recommendation. Look at that. I'm going to click on review recommendation. I'm going to read it. And then I'm going to approve it. Do you see how she wrote me a recommendation? She said, I had the pleasure of working with Joe Apfelbaum as a client of Evie AI. And I can confidently say he's a remarkable leader in the digital space. His experience in AI integration and social media truly sets him apart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit add to profile. You see the way I added this from a client? So now I go to my profile and you can see it right in my profile. Those are some things that I would not recommend automating, but you can have AI assist you in writing the recommendation. Evie AI does that. Oh, what's this? The art of personalized outreach. 12 minutes ago. I didn't post that 12 minutes ago. Oh, I know what that is. That's my LinkedIn Live. I'm still on LinkedIn Live right now. So what I'm going to do in this LinkedIn Live is I'm going to pull my promo links, and then I'm just going to copy and paste some comments into here, you see? You see the way I'm copying some comments? I'm adding comments to my own live. My Twitter posts. Do you guys have a list of templates already, or you need a list of templates? I'm curious to know if you already have a list of templates or you currently need a list of templates. Look how easy it is for me to promote everything that I offer under a live video where people are currently watching live. They're seeing all these links, and then people are going to watch the replay and they're going to get all these links. Cool, right? I can do that. So could you imagine if you had a whole list of templates? So Bob said he needs a list of templates. I'm going to promote Evie AI right here. So let's brainstorm right now. Let's open up a new document. Let's go to Drive. And let's brainstorm a list of templates. How to use templates. LinkedIn short templates 2025. What's this? How to use templates. Oh, I wrote this whole thing. I wrote this whole article for LinkedIn. Did you guys ever see this article for the list of templates? Let me just Google and see if this is available, because you guys can see this. Yeah. You see I had it as a Word doc and then I published it as an article. You see? So Jen says, please wrap up in 2 minutes. Okay, Jen, I'll wrap up in 2 minutes. I just put the link in there. And I'll put the link on Facebook as well, for those of you that are watching Facebook now. Oh my God. I'll pop it into Facebook here. And then what I'll do is I'll also add this to Evie AI as a template. Templates. Put a link here. And I hit save. Do you guys see I saved this template article? So let's brainstorm a list of templates that you might need. I'm going to use ChatGPT to brainstorm. So this is how I use ChatGPT to brainstorm. I click this button. Hello, ChatGPT. I have a question for you. It says failed to start voice mode. Refresh. Oh my God, it's failing me. Ugh. Okay, I can't do this now. We'll have to do this later. It's not working. I'm going to click new. I'm going to click document. So you can start with a brand new document and try to think about different things. So create a document. So you can describe what you want to create. Create a list of templates that would be helpful for my business for promo. Let's see what the AI does over here. I haven't used this yet. I've never used it. I've never seen this little create a document button there on top. Leah said, I signed up for Pro. How do I sign up for tomorrow? Jen, we'll send you details. Oh, look at this. Wow. That's cool. This is a brand new thing. Oh my God, I'm going to talk about this on the circle. I'm excited about this. If you signed up for Pro already for the bundle, just join you're going to get a calendar invite for tomorrow at 10 a.m. I'll make sure to grab your information from my CRM right now, and then just add you. Which email address do you want me to add? Put it in the chat if you want, and I'll add you to the calendar. Because I have a bunch of emails for you. I could use the one that you put in there, but I have a bunch of them. So just let me know which one. Bob says, I have to get the bundle next month. Thank you, Bob. Appreciate you very much. All right, guys. Thank you for being here today. Jen needs me to go do something for her. So this was awesome. I really appreciate it. Looking forward to spending 2 hours with you guys next month. I don't even know where anything is here. So I'm going to have to find where I'm live. I have my OBS here. I could technically turn it off, but I think I went live in so many different places. But I'll find the live by just closing things out. And yeah, I appreciate you guys very much. Thank you for being in my life. Marnik says, thank you for showing us it. Still boogieing what's possible. Still boggles me what's possible. Yeah, it's crazy. It's really crazy. Thank you for joining me today. I'll see you guys in the next one. Boom. And if you guys are still watching me on live, I'm using OBS. This is OBS right over here that kind of shares my screen. And I can stop the virtual camera if I want. And I'm also using Restream.io. So if I go to Restream.io, let me find my Restream. ChatGPT. I think it might be, yeah, here's Restream. You see this is Restream? There's a screen of my screen. So if I want to end the stream, I just click on End Stream on top here and then it ends. But if you want the bundle, just go to app.eviai.com/bundle. And here's where we have the bundle that you can, app.eviai.com/bundle. Here's the bundle. We're giving you $10,000 worth of training for just $984 a year, just like that. Boom. So I hope that you are interested in this, and we'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern. Boom.